Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am the War Duck, and this is the Bird's Eye View. And surprisingly, we have a guest star. Mr. Krow is here with us.
Yes, I'm here as the guest. It's been so long. Welcome back. It's good to have everyone here.
So, AI is all the rage right now, and it's everywhere. Chat GP and chat whatever, and chat this and AI that, and so it's only fitting.
Everywhere. It is everywhere.
It was only fitting there was just amount of time before something like this came up, and sure enough, we'll go here and AI Drake just set an impossible legal trap for Google. So it says if Young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna tie you up in a decade of fair use litigation. So basically, what happened is this guy used AI. This TikToker, Ghostwriter877, made a song called "Heart on My Sleeve," and it basically he's like, hey, make it sound like Drake and The Weeknd. I don't know, like make it sound like Drake and The Weeknd had a baby, and then make this song. And the song blew up. It went viral. I haven't actually heard it until after I saw this, so I didn't know anything about that song until I saw this headline, which kind of brought it up. Of course,
Same. I was the same way. I never heard it. Never heard it until shared it.
of course, we can't play it because guess what? It's been removed, and so
Moved, banned. Yeah.
okay, so it started with Apple and Spotify removing it from their music service, but they own their music platform, like they own the music on their platform, kind of a thing. So it's different than like YouTube and the other ones because they are user. I don't know. They are. How do they word that? Basically, it's. I put it up there on my own. It's my own stuff. I forgot how they made the difference
Oh, that's
there.
the agreement type thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
well, basically, like Spotify and Apple own their music stuff, and YouTube stuff
Mhm.
is owned by individuals. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Anyway, user generated. There you go.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so, but now, YouTube has taken it down because they got a, DMCA request. And so it says, but it remained available here, but it's not. Now it says, then TikTok and YouTube also pulled the track, and YouTube in particular pulled it with a statement that said it was removed due to copyright notice from UMG. And they say this is where it gets fascinating and weedsy and probably existentially difficult for Google to issue a copyright takedown to YouTube. So here's the problem is The Weeknd and Drake had zero to do with this, right?
Okay.
They
Yep.
didn't okay it, they didn't know about it, they didn't write any lyrics, they didn't provide any sounds, they didn't have anything to do with it whatsoever.
Okay.
This was completely AI driven by prompts by this ghostwriter guy. Like I said, he basically said, hey, make Drake and Weekend have a baby, and I want the song to be about this. And then AI did the rest.
So AI took direction. This ghostwriter didn't really do much anything else other than he gave it a prompt,
Right. So
gave it a direction. Okay.
right. So the ghostwriter didn't play any music himself. He didn't
Hmm.
vocalize anything himself. He didn't write any of the lyrics himself. He only gave prompts to the AI for AI to write the song. Now,
Okay.
what's funny about this is there's already court action on exactly this.
Oh, really? Okay.
And what we have so far is this is from the U.S. Copyright Office, and it says According to the policy statement, works created by AI without human intervention or involvement still cannot be copyrighted, as they fail to meet the human authorship requirement. So it says, for
Okay.
example, when AI program produces a complex written visual or musical work in response to prompts from a human, the traditional elements of authorship are determined and executed by the technology, not by the human user.
Correct. Okay.
So,
So AI created this song with very little to none. Sounds like none
yep,
from this
just
ghostwriter.
just prompts. Mhm.
Yeah, it's just prompts. There's there's no interaction. Like this human has. It sounds weird talking about it this way, but the
Yeah, it
human
does.
didn't do anything.
Right,
The ghostwriter did nothing other than ask for a song,
right,
which is no different than saying, "AI, are you out there?"
right.
You know.
So let's
Okay.
say Ghost Rider did the same thing, but he played violin in the background to it.
Okay. Yeah.
That
He
would
added. Okay.
that
Yeah.
that would significantly change this, as he had full interaction during the composing of the music.
Correct.
And then it changed it to possibly copyrightable.
Okay. Yeah, that
But
makes sense
but
because
as
now it
it
has some kind of human
right.
interact. Or, yeah.
So if we
Human.
go back
Okay.
here where it says YouTube removed it for a due to a copyright notice from UMG. This is a illegal copyright from UMG because they do not and cannot own this music. And even if
Oh,
they did do the prompts to create it, but even though it was Ghost Rider, even if they did, let's say that Ghost Rider took it from them,
hmm.
but UMG used an AI and prompted it. UMG still cannot own that because it was created by the
Because it
AI
was
and
by
it
you.
is not copyrightable. So
Interesting.
now, so now UMG and YouTube and Google put themselves in legal peril because there's already been precedents, and now they have said that they have given permission. That basically what they said is, sorry, Ghost Rider, these people own the music and they stopped you from doing anything with it. When technically Ghost
They
Rider
don't.
kind of owns the music, but it can't be
Oh,
copyrightable,
correct.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. I follow that. Like the ghost. If anybody owns this, Ghost Rider does. If you want to
Right.
use the word own,
Right. Right.
Ghost Rider would own this more than anything.
Mhm.
However,
However, it can be
there's
copyrightable.
no human. Wow.
Yep. And see,
Wow.
this is where now they have overstepped their legal bounds.
Yeah.
Google,
Very much
YouTube,
so.
and see, like I go back to Spotify and what was the other one? And Apple Music. They took it down, but they have they own their own library, so they don't. It's not the same. It's not user
Yeah.
generated. Where YouTube, it's user generated. Anybody can put that song up. Anybody can use that song. It was AI created. Nobody can tell you that it's copyrightable.
Correct.
But what they've done is they went in and said, "Oh no, UMG owns this copyright," and now they're in trouble because they don't. And YouTube has now deemed them the owner because UMG says they're the owner. And so now YouTube has put themselves in legal peril because they can't stop you from using an AI generated song.
Wow. This, yeah, this is going to open up a can of worms. This is just a lot of stuff. Like,
Well, the thing
and what's
is
going to happen?
unless the law changes, unless the definition, we go back, unless the definition of human authorship requirement changes, or somehow, I think what's going to happen is they're going to say, like, okay, who owns the AI?
Yeah, but
right? And then, well, listen, hold on. This is going to be I think, is going to be the legal framework that they're going to end up in the future having to follow. Who owns
Okay.
the AI and who built the AI? And follow me on this, right? Because the
Okay.
AI didn't build itself, right?
Correct.
So the human authorship of the code to build the AI that then created that art of work, I think it may eventually go back to that person owning it and having the rights. Because all the human authorization and interaction was done way back at the beginning.
That's gonna be
Right? That's
that's gonna
what
be
I think
insane.
is gonna have to be the legal aspect of it. Not the user of the AI, but the person that did the human authorization of the AI. Whoever created that AI, the coding. Because
Yeah,
if you
but
think about that, right?
that's so tough because there's multiple people who have made the AI. I mean,
Well,
like, look at
but it's
Google's
usually
AI that's going to be coming
well,
out.
okay, but is it multiple people or is it a company?
It's a company.
Okay, so the company would then own it, right?
Oh, that's just a mess. You're
Right,
getting
it
into a
is.
big
It's
mess.
gonna, but I think,
That's
in
gonna.
my opinion, that's the only way that you're going to be able to take this human authorship part of the
Yeah.
copyright law. That's the only way you're going to be able to tie it back but the thing is, right now you can't use it that way because that's not the way the law works.
Correct.
But
No, that's totally.
and that's always the problem, right? Technology always outpaces the law.
Yeah.
And then you have to like make laws to catch up, and you never do because technology changes even beyond that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Look at the internet. They still haven't fixed the internet law stuff, right?
Yeah. I was just thinking about that the other day. It's funny you bring it up. I used it as an example. Do you remember when we used to go shopping on the internet and there was no tax?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, whoa, wait!" And then we're missing out on tons and thousands of dollars. So yeah, they caught up, and here we are now paying taxes on internet. But that was interesting times too.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
and
I think you're kind of right. They're gonna have to adjust the law or reflect on it a little bit somehow. I don't know how they're gonna do it.
well,
It's
and
gonna be
here
an
and here's
interesting.
my asset. Okay, like, okay, you, Mr. Krow, you are now the owner of Mr. Krow's music and sounds,
Yeah.
right? And you have two options. You can pay some artists thousands and thousands of dollars to create some music, and then split the money with them. Or
Correct.
you can create some songs using an AI for free and sell the songs.
Yeah, see, I'd rather go the AI route anyway.
I mean, well, but the thing is
Wouldn't.
if as a business aspect, it doesn't make any sense to do anything else.
Correct.
If I'm a record label
Hmm.
and I can make free music and sell it versus paying an artist, what am I going to do?
Yeah. Very true.
Now the only thing
Yeah.
is once you
I follow
sell
your
that
logic there
song,
too. That makes sense.
anybody can use it, but you may still be able to,
Royalties or something
yeah, like
somehow.
see, that's the aspect is once it's out in the world, how do you still monetize it and not let, well, because the thing is you can't copyright it, so if I take your music and I'm selling it now, right?
Yeah, but how do you sell it? I don't know. Do people really? I don't know how this works. I
Well,
haven't bought. I
it's
haven't
mind-blowing.
officially bought music for
Well,
ever for so long.
so if you're, so let's just take Tom McDonald, right?
Okay.
He sells CDs that he mails from his house because he's an independent.
He's independent. Comes through. Yeah, talks. Goes through his family. He. Yeah,
Yeah, and
I
he
know
sells it
his process
on,
pretty well.
like all the sites like Spotify and right. where you can pay however much and download the album or a song.
Yeah.
So basically, that's the blueprint. The only thing is once it's out in the world, I don't like it's everybody's free game, right?
It's that's why we in the industry at least say it's out in the wild. Once
Yeah,
it's out in the wild,
yep.
it's wild. It's all up to whatever.
And it's like code, right? It's like I don't know that. See, I don't know that code can be copywritten.
I don't.
And that's why people hold like game codes and stuff so dear, right? Because
I don't know if you can copyright code because typically
it's just a
you're
computer
writing
function.
code in a language that's already public. You know,
Right.
it's already
So the difference with a game is you have art and animation and stuff. But the game code itself isn't necessarily copyrightable, I don't think.
I don't know if you can because it's been a long time since I've
But
had to
here's the
write
thing.
code.
Here's
But
the other reason I don't think you can, because if you could, there would be no other games other than the version that you already created.
see, and that's what I'm following. That's what I'm thinking of. You know, what if I'm creating a game and I'm using Unreal Engine, there's nothing like generic or that I can say it's my code because I am using Unreal Engine to do the things that I'm asking it to do in a way.
And then you tie your copyrighted animations and music into it to create the game.
Yeah.
And that's where you get your monetized value of the game. But not the code.
You're writing just a bunch of like I don't know. I say a bunch of if statements, but like I said, it's been a long time since.
So when I was reading this and researching this, it was starting to break my brain because it gets to this aspect of no precedence, right? This is building the precedence for the future, right here. This lawsuit, this DMCA stuff, the statements from the Copyright Office and the rules. This is the current precedence. This is building the precedence because this has never happened before. This is all new.
Yeah.
And so, like, it was breaking my brain a bit to rationalize how this is gonna play out and how they're gonna try to tie it back, because you can't just have people making stuff.
So I had to go look it up. Can you copyright code if you make software? Oh, you can copyright software, but you don't copyright code.
Right. So you can copyright the compilation of code into a specific software.
Correct.
But you can't copyright
that
code.
helped explain it for me because I was like, wait a minute, hold on. There's got to be something because there's so many people I know who Adobe is a huge, Microsoft, Oracle. There's so many things. Although there's open source.
But that's the thing is the stuff that Adobe does or the stuff that Microsoft Office does isn't copyrightable. It's only copyrightable in the software package.
In the software package, correct.
Right. So
what they're doing, yeah, because you can go to the open source. You got LibreOffice, you got OpenOffice,
or even OBS. OBS.
Yeah, you've got OBS, which is the broadcaster. But there's a paying one out there too.
There's a bunch of paying
Black Magic has one.
Yeah,
can't remember.
There's a few that are paid. I don't know why you would, but
I don't know either.
Why would you pay when OBS pretty much does everything that they do?
I really like, well, and that's the other thing too, is like you look at OBS is free and it's open source, and then you have Slack, you know, it's Slobs, not Slack. Sorry, Slobs.
Stream
You have
Element or
Slobs, Streamlabs.
Streamlabs. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but yeah, all they've done is they've taken OBS and wrapped it into their stuff, and that's why it's so heavy.
Is that pay though?
And
You have to pay for that? I thought that was free too.
I can't remember if you have to pay for it. Well, I swear you have to pay first.
It
used to be free, but I swear you have to. I think they have a free version and a paid version, because I think there's certain things that you can get with the paid version,
which is the added package, right? That's the added package.
But it just, yeah, I've never understood slobs.
So to me, this is very fascinating. I mean,
it is.
My original education started in computer science, so this kind of stuff like has always been fascinating to me and stuff. But yeah, like it is a brand new horizon, and nobody knows what's gonna happen. The only problem is the ways our laws are written for past works.
Yeah.
Makes this worse because they're basically saying, well, without human authorship, then it can't be copywritten. Well, in that case, then I'm gonna make a whole bunch of AI Drake music and stream with it. You can't say I can't, right? Like I can make. That's the whole thing. Is now like you could make music on AI and then use it in your streaming in your videos, and nobody can say take it down because nobody owns it.
Because nobody owns it. Yeah, and I'm wondering what else can I do with it?
AI paintings, AI photographs.
Oh yeah, true. You got the AI art and all that, the graphs.
All that stuff that is generated by AI. In fact, I got an email from TubeBuddy or something like that, a YouTube plugin that helps you do things and stuff. And they were talking about how to use AI to build shorts.
Okay.
And so like, because we're at the point now where AI can animate, AI can code, AI can make music, AI can so when are we at the AI making its own movie or AI making its own video and then you posting it, right? I mean,
I've been still goofing off with AI quite a bit, of just trying to get ideas of what to stream and how to stream, based on my, and I gave it my reference too, I was like, hey, based on my channel, and it goes and it supposedly looked at it, and I thought it did a pretty good job. It wasn't 100% spot on, but I was like, based on this channel, what are some games that you'd recommend coming out, and how would you do this? And it was interesting, definitely eye-opening. Gave me some great ideas.
Listen to this. You create something on AI, only you have it, right? You put that video on YouTube. If somebody uses that video on YouTube,
you can't fight it.
Yes, you can. Because they're taking it from your video. It's your video that you posted on YouTube.
But going back to the thing, you don't own it.
No. See, but we're not talking about taking it down for the music. We're talking about taking it down because they took your video.
So they're using my video.
They're using your video, right? And because you created the video, is your video, it's on your channel, it comes up as a copyright.
Yeah.
And say, hey, they're using part of your video. Well, you can't because it's my video.
So messed up,
right? That's the only thing I can see a way around it, because
this is so messed up. This is just a huge loophole at the moment.
Very fascinating though, and we'll see where this goes. All right, so leave a comment and let us know what you think about this AI generated stuff.
I love this age of the new AI that we're in. I'm loving it.
gonna
It's
have to
very
get a
interesting. So definitely would love to hear everybody's feedback. Please.
AI generated Krow when he's off gallivanting around and I hear.
I'll be streaming 24/7. I haven't streamed since
Hey,
like October. I'm too
remember
freaking
Max
busy right
Headroom?
now. Oh yeah, Max
Dude.
Headroom.
He's got to be coming back in AI version, dude.
That would be
Max
amazing.
Headroom, right? I mean,
Oh, I loved Max Headroom. Yeah.
then we get that
It was
third
awesome.
person in here, be AI generated.
Remember when we thought he was actually a hacker? Everybody was like, the rumor behind it was he was a hacker.
Yeah.
Planned.
The 80s are great. All right, everybody.
That's awesome.
We are out of
Hey,
here.
thanks everyone.
Leave a like,
Have a
leave a
good week.
comment. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll catch you later. Much love, all.
See you later. Bye. Love to have Max Headroom back.
Yeah.